I'm Janique Seeley and I'm your host of Piece of the Fame. Because I wrote the book Piece of the Fame, I wanted to spend a little time on this episode talking to you about what's the most important element to you becoming famous. It's your audience. So accessible tools for building and maintaining an audience are the promise of social media. But the problem is that most people have no idea when it comes to using them correctly. So here's where I come in. I made a chart for you that very neatly explains how to build and maintain an audience via social media, and it's available as a free download at pieceofthefame.com. So I'm not going to take the time to go through all of the steps that are in the chart because it's pretty self-explanatory once you get a chance to look at it. But what I will do in this episode is highlight some of the components of the chart that may seem like new information. So first is simplifying your message. So remember those 1, 2, 3, 4 words from previous episode? Great marketing is storytelling. What you want to do is simplify and consolidate your message into a story, a very short story or soundbite. So think of a soundbite as basically a quote, where it's a complete thought that's expressed in a very short phrase from beginning to end. Soundbite, like a bite, little bite. And then you want to beef up that soundbite by coupling it with compelling, high-quality visual imagery that helps you tell your story. So like a photo or video. And then you take that complete package and you distribute it amongst the various social media platforms where you can find your intended audience. Your audience, not someone else's. Yours. So are you a brand that's heavy on the visuals? Then that means your audience is probably on Pinterest, Instagram, Tumblr, and of course Facebook. Don't forget the very most important platform which we talked about before, email. Yes, email. So the next thing I'm going to say is really important. Important information coming up. Really important. Are you ready? Now. Engage with your audience around your content. You have to listen for and to your audience's feedback. Are you hearing crickets? Crickets means that nobody's talking back to you because it's just not working and you have to go back and adjust your approach. Finally, keep your message, but modify your approach based on what you learned from your audience's reaction. So seems simple, right? Don't forget, you can access the Building Audience through Social Media Chart for free as a free download at pieceofthefame.com. Help yourself and feel free to share with your tweets or your beeps or your Facebook beeps, Pinterest's. So that's it for this episode. I'm Janique Seeley, and as always, I can't wait to see you next time. And by the way, if you haven't done so already, there's a button up there. It says subscribe on it, and I think you should click it. Click it. Click it. Bye-bye.